How you doing? Welcome back if you've been here before, and if you haven't, then welcome. We definitely appreciate the views. And in this channel, we go out thrifting, estate sales and everything, try to find some stuff to resell online. I do this full time, and yeah, come along for the ride.
Welcome back.
We will get to the sales for this morning here in a minute, but I gotta do some picking, and this one you guys have, if you've been here before, you've seen plenty of these. I need to grab that box. Another one, 93B7. Here we go. We got this one. And then another. And the last one. So what does that make it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 orders for today. All right, now that we got all laid out, if you're new to the channel, what we normally like to do is go over the sales that we have each day and then head off to thrift stores or an estate sale and show you what we find there. And then repeat the process each day throughout the week, except Sundays, and then we'll post the videos usually on Tuesday. And so with that said, this is just to kind of give you an idea of what to keep an eye out for, right? You know, you learn by watching others. So we definitely don't just watch our own channel. We watch a bunch of other people try to get ideas of what to sell. So first off, we've got this Mandalorian and Grogu figure. If you've been watching for a while, you've seen these being sold. We still got plenty of these. We're just happy to see them go out the door and get some of our money back. We thought they would sell better when we bought them from Hasbro, but for whatever reason, those didn't sell so that great, or they just made too many of them. And then we also have a CollectyBullz. You also know that we like to pick up CollectyBullz. These are usually good to pick up because you can usually get them for around $3, $4, but that sold for $15, buyer pays shipping. And then I don't remember how much we paid for the turtles, but we got this one and a Michelangelo one down there with a spacesuit on, and that sold for $40, both as a set. $40, buyer pays shipping on that. And then this, I believe, is the Star Castle Polly Pocket, and it has like most of the little figures in here. This is the second one we've sold recently, and it works. And that sold for like $55, buyer pays shipping. This was picked up on an estate sale, and that's in a previous video, along with a whole bunch of Mickey Mouse pins or Disney pins. This sold for $10, buyer pays shipping on that, and I think we can get away with sending it as postage for 97 cents. I'm not 100% sure, but I think we can. But previous video, we bought this bag full of pins for $100, and there's well over 100 pins. So a little less than $1 per pin, and we're already getting some more money back. And then we bought a bag full of Thomas the Train Trackmasters trains, and this was one of them. This one sold, I don't remember how much that sold for. $10, buyer pays shipping. And I think the bag was only like $4 or $5, but we've already sold through a bunch of them. I don't know if that's the last one or not. Could be. Anyway, sold for $10, buyer pays shipping. And then finally, a Mario and Luigi GBA game, and that sold for, what was that? $20, buyer pays shipping on that. And with that said, we're going to go to the thrift stores. And real quick, before we head off to the thrift stores, if you're new to selling on eBay, or you're thinking about doing it and you think you may be selling quite a bit of items on there down the road, you may want to look into the store option. It definitely helps on saving you on shipping cost and fees. And that can mean the difference between selling something like this and only making like $4 profits to like up to like $6 or $7 profit. So it's definitely something worth thinking about, especially if you think you're going to be doing this for a while and you're going to start selling quite a bit of items to warrant the cost of the store. And there's different store options out there, and they're not too bad as far as costs go. All right, we're at Goodwill. I was told there's some games up here, so we're going to have to look at them, see what we got. SingStar. I don't know if any of those are worth anything, but there's a few new ones. We're going to look through these, and I'll show you which ones I end up picking up. All right, so we got a stack of games here. We're going to go over them, but since we're pretty early to the store, we're going to try to scope out the aisles real quick before the other resellers get here. The Joker, I doubt it's worth anything. $6, yeah, but it's not worth it. We'll look it up though, just in case, but usually those kind of aren't. This one's cool, but he's missing his button down there. It's Jurassic World. What is this guy called? I can't remember. For $3, it would totally be worth it if he was complete, but he's not. Alright, so we're just grabbing stuff because there's another reseller here, but we picked up this so far. We're going to double check all this stuff, and then I'll show you what I end up keeping. I actually have a decent selection today as far as toys go. Usually it's kind of bare. So we ended up putting most of the games back. So here's ones we're going to get. This one's NBA 2K20. It's new sealed, so we're going to grab it. And then we're going to grab these Forza Motorsport ones. We got 2, 3, and 4. We're probably going to sell those as a lot. And then we also got this Jurassic Park Spinosaurus or something like that. $4. He works. Jurassic World, sorry. And then this turtle plush pillow thing, brand new with tags. And it is $3 for this. And then one of the other resellers came by and asked if I was interested in these and handed these to me. So I think we're going to grab them. These are from '84. You got Star Trek glasses for $2 each. They look in pretty good condition. I'm waiting around to see if they bring out another cart with the other 2 because I think there's 4 total of those. And if we can get 2 more and sell them as a lot, that would be better. I found this book here, 99 cents, and the comps look pretty good on this thing. $25.82 for the box of goodies from Goodwill. Alright, we are at the half off store, and I'm looking around, not seeing anything in the toys right now. But I've kind of gone down the aisle and I'm doing a double take. But usually what we're looking for is something that catches my eye, something I know that I've sold in the past that makes money, and old vintage toys. But not really seeing anything today. Alright, I looked around here. I really didn't find nothing today. We are back from the thrift stores, and we spent a total of $25.82 on all this stuff. And we didn't buy nothing at the half off store. But we got Leonardo with the tags, the Pillow Buddy, or I think that's what it's called, Pillow Buddies. But it was only $2.99 for that. And then we also got these Taco Bell glasses, Star Trek 3 glasses. They're from 1984. And I believe there's 4 total in the set. We hung around for a little bit, hoping that they would bring out more. But they never did. So we're going to ask the passer to keep an eye out for us. And then who knows, maybe he'll find them and pick them up, the other 2, and then we can do a trade with them or something. And we picked this book up for 99 cents. The only reason we picked it up is because I thought it looked cool and decided to look it up, see if it was worth anything. And it turns out it was a little bit of profit to be made in this. And then we also got Forza 2, 3, and 4. And we'll probably bundle these. Maybe we'll sell these together, or maybe we'll hold on to them just a little bit longer and wait till we get some more. I'll have to double check back here to see if I got any other ones that we can make a huge Forza bundle. We also grabbed this PS4 NBA 2K20, brand new, sealed. We always pick up sealed games, most of them anyway. Even though sports games aren't worth a whole lot, we usually grab those too because, I don't know, somebody might be an Anthony Davis fan or something. And it's sealed, $3. Can't really beat that. And then we also grabbed this dinosaur, and he works. We sold a couple of these already before, and that was totally worth picking up. But the comps that we showed you on all these, hopefully we can get those prices for it. And if we do, the expected profits we're going to get is around $58.36. And that is after getting our initial investment back, estimated shipping costs, and eBay fees. We should be left over with $58.36 after all this stuff sells. And if you're trying to make an extra $1,000 a month, all you need to do is make $33.33 a day for a 30-day period and get yourself an extra grand. So there we go. That's it for today. This turkey keeps visiting us. All right, Thursday morning we have 4 orders going out today, and it's not 0, so we'll definitely take it. And first off, we've got this, I'm trying to get the glare off of it, but we got this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Power Rangers crossover figure. It's morphed Shredder, and they're super cool looking. And these didn't sell as good as we thought they would. We bought those from Hasbro, a couple cases of them. We still got, I don't know how many more we got left of these, but these right in here, so it looks like probably about 20 left of those, and I think we probably bought like 60 of them or something like that, but they slowly go. And then we also got Mario and Luigi Browser's Inside Story. I believe this was from that Pokemon estate sale. This sold for $24, buyer pays shipping. And then we have Dark Souls Remastered. We just got this, and now it's going out the door. It sold for $15, buyer pays shipping. And then Dark Souls 3 sold for $14, buyer pays shipping. So that is everything going out today. And then we may give you some extra footage from today because we got to go recycle some electronics, and maybe there's an estate sale close by. I don't know. We'll see. And if you've seen these videos, there used to be a TV there. That's something we got to recycle because it went out on me. So now I got to go get another TV so I can test VHSs and watch movies while I'm working. So we got the TV and a bunch of old laptops and a tablet and an old phone, stuff that's been sitting around. You guys ever watch those videos where the people like extract gold from old computers and stuff? Well, there's definitely always excitement going on. Squish. Well, it's April and we're still getting snow. We're supposed to get a little bit more tonight. All right, it's Friday morning. We have 2 orders going out. The first one we have is PS4 Minecraft Dungeons Hero Editions. You might remember this one. This is a more recent pickup. And as soon as we listed it, somebody threw an offer at us for like $12. We had it listed for $19. And we counter offered with $15, but they didn't want that. But usually we really don't consider accepting or entertaining offers unless they're like really close to the asking price when an item's first listed. We'll usually wait like a week before we start thinking about going lower, you know. But when somebody makes an offer right away on something, that usually tells me that it's a hot item. Somebody's trying to get a really good deal on it, either for personal use or resell. Most likely the case is for a resell because they're just hoping that we're desperate to get rid of it, right? That's the way I think of it anyway. But we counter offered with 15 and they were like, nah. So we're like, all right, well, we'll just wait. And then like a couple hours later, it sold for the full asking price. So anyway, be patient when you got something. Don't be in a hurry to sell something, especially if it's newly listed and it's only been up for less than a week. And then we also have Lilo and Stitch on GBA going out. That sold for $9, buyer pays shipping. And if you noticed it, we got a new TV, so we can watch movies again. And I don't know what we'll watch today. We got plenty to choose from. But we are going to head off to the thrift stores, and hopefully we won't get snowed on doing it, but it's supposed to start snowing today. All right, we're at Goodwill, and $3 for Maui, right? Isn't that his name? For Moana. He's missing the hook, but it looks like it's still worth it for $3. And looking around, not really seeing much in the toys, but look a little bit longer and then check the other stuff out. No video games. $3.23 for Maui. All right, so I think we're gonna take a chance on this old typewriter. It looks like it's from 1937 from what I could tell, and it doesn't look like beat up or anything, and it appears everything is working. So the sales comps look pretty good. They want $40 for this thing. So I think we're gonna try it. And then we grabbed a whole bunch of PS games that were over there. I was looking them up. I'm gonna grab Crash Bandicoot in the case I can replace, but it's the black label, and these aren't really worth it. But I was just told they're going to bring out a stack of PS2 games. So, all right, well, the guy just brought out a whole bunch more PS2 games. I got to look them up, see if they're worth it, because they're $5 here, so they're a little bit more expensive at this place. But we'll check them out. There looks like some decent ones, though. All right, we're grabbing a handful. We'll go over them when we get back to the house. We are grabbing this one, even though there's no money to be made on it, but just because it's got like a whole bunch of the Nickelodeon characters in there. It sounds fun. So play that one. But they have a PS2 Sim here for $40, which isn't too bad. I'm gonna have to look at it though. All right, we spent a total of $142.42. We ended up getting the Slim because it has 2 controllers, it looks like a memory card or 2, and then the console itself with a power cable. We got the games, and then we also spent $40 on the typewriter too. So yeah, we should be able to make some money off of that. All right, I'm running late, but there is an estate sale and the pastor's already here, so we're going to see what we can find. We got here just as the doors opened up.
Go ahead. You okay?
Good morning. Go to the basement. Let's see if we can find the pastor somewhere. I don't know where he went. Let's go check here real quick. I thought about it for a minute, but it's $30. It's really not worth it. There's the passer and the golf clubs. Alright, basement. Not a whole lot to be seen over here. I know the paths are like this stuff, so grab a couple of these and see if you want some. Alright. Well, this is the basement. I'm not finding anything that I'm interested in. I've only seen a few movies, but I haven't really checked out upstairs completely yet. I only went straight to the cameras. Oh, did the passer see this? Alright, found this old Imperial knife. I don't know how much they want for it, but we found it in a box, so we're gonna see. But sales comp I saw was like $20 to $30 for these. Bedroom. There's Jesus. There's Jesus again. Right over there. Here's the kitchen. There's all the good stuff.
So if anyone asks how that's
Well, it was only $5 for the knife. Alright, well, it said state sale or garage sale. I'm not sure what this is, but we're out here in the country. Cool entrance. I think this is a privately run estate sale. Hey, look, another one of these. We'll have to see if it works. Oh, Toy Story. It's an old cooler. It's all beat up. And it's really beat up.
Whatever you want to do. Okay. Why don't we, want to shoot for Monday? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, let's do Monday.
Oh, courtyard. That's cool.
All right.
Probably nothing in here that I'm interested in. Unless there's VHS down here, which I don't see. $2 each CDs. Let's see what's here. Right behind you. Pretty cool place. The basement. Alright, I'm back in the garage at this place, and I found a bunch of these old Playmobil figures, and I don't know what else is here, but I think we're going to see how much they want for them here. I have no clue, no prices. Alright, this is like a 77, 78 Greedo vintage Star Wars figure without his head. I think we're going to throw it in here anyway and see what kind of deal we can make. This is like a privately listed estate sale. Oh, found a basketball pack, upper deck. I have no idea what year this is from. 94? I'll throw it in here, see what they say. We're in the office, by the way. There was a bunch of old hats. Somebody already got here. I saw some older ones. I don't know if they're really worth much. Thought this one was pretty neat. It was pretty dirty as well. I'm combing through stuff pretty thorough because I said this place hasn't been lived in for a long time, so and you can tell, especially when you're walking around looking at stuff. Oh, found another knife. I have to look this one up. Looks old. Sitting room, I don't know. There's a little duffel bag. Pretty neat. Look at this. I wonder how much they want for this. Digging through all these books, found this one. Yeah. Alright, well, I didn't go in this door because it has a big X, but the guy told me to come look in here.
I won't admit I went in there.
Cool, check it out. There's a pool in this place, man. This is nice. This house has been empty since 2 years before COVID. That's what they told me. This is cool. Go down here real quick. This is actually a nice pool. It's like one of those indoor hotel ones. Just more storage and stuff. Pretty neat. Well, we only spent 20 bucks at that estate sale, but we got a bunch of stuff in here that's not on camera too, like that coffee things for my wife, and then some vintage old yearbook that I just thought was interesting. Okay, we are back from the thrift stores and the 2 estate sales that we decided to go to, and this is everything we purchased at the thrift stores today. And I don't believe I had enough time to be able to throw comps up in the video, so we're going to do that now for as far as for the games go. Maybe we did for the other stuff, but we'll just pass over it real quick just in case I didn't. So we got, first off, the Remington ran, and we paid 40 bucks for that. Oh yeah, and we spent a total of $145.65 for all this. 40 bucks for this, and it seems to work. I was testing it out, and it dings and all that stuff, and I believe it's from the 40s, 1940s. I thought it was 37, but I did a little more research, found the serial number back here, and I'm pretty sure it's around like 44, 45, somewhere in there. And then you got Maui without his sword, but it still looks like it sells without it. And then I don't know if the voice box works or not. We haven't replaced batteries, but we'll see. If it does, that's a bonus. And then of course you got the PS2 Slim with the power cable and the 2 remotes, and looks like a HDMI adapter maybe? I don't know. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. And a memory card down there. Who knows if there's a game in there. I haven't turned it on yet. But these are the games. And so first off, we've got Crash Bandicoot with the lenticular cover, and it's got the manual in there as well, and the game. And then we got, how do you pronounce that, Naruto? Ultimate Ninja 3s. These first couple games are the ones that are going to give us the least amount of profits. Volcano Island. Only got this because it looks like it'd be fun to play, and then we'll probably eventually play it after we mess around with it a little bit. But look, the cover artwork is pretty cool. And then you got Sky Cooper and the Thievius Raccoons. All these are complete. I double checked them at the store and make sure. Then we got Sly 3, Honor Among Thieves, and this one has like the 3D glasses or whatever is supposed to be in there. Family Guy, thought that was cool. And then I honestly thought this was not going to be worth it. I was like, there's no way. But it turned out it had a little bit of profit in this one. Barnyard. Dragon Ball Z, however you pronounce that, too. Badukoi, I don't know. And then Sly 2, Band of Thieves. And finally, Dragon Ball Z, Badokai. I don't know how you pronounce it. Number 3, though. And that is everything we got from the thrift stores. The expected profits is going to be around $183.64 for all this stuff if we get what we showed you as far as the comps go. And the comps, when we give you guys comps, in case you haven't seen these videos before, we try to give you middle of the road comps instead of like high or low based off of the condition and everything. So we try to pick something that's not like the top price or the low price. So there you go. And then we'll go over the stuff we picked up from the estate sales real quick. And this is everything we picked up at the estate sales today, minus that is the typewriter. And we spent total $25 total at the estate sales. The first estate sale we spent $5 at for this knife. We should be able to make a little bit of profit off of this. And then we spent $20 at the last estate sale. And this is not everything that was there. We also picked up a coffee thing that I gave to my wife. And then there was an old yearbook from the 80s there. I wanted to get that because it's the same high school my son goes to, and I just wanted to see what the hairstyles look like. And I don't know, I just thought it would be fun and entertaining. And then also there was like a t-shirt. It looked like a brand new t-shirt from the 80s, single stitch. It had a printed picture of the 80s, like 88 basketball team, state champ team on there. And I just thought it would be cool to give to my son, since vintage clothing is a thing for some of the teenagers now. So if he doesn't want it, I'm going to just tell him to drop it off at the front office along with the yearbook and just say, hey, here, you guys can put on display or whatever. I don't know. And this is the other stuff that we're actually going to try sell. And I thought this Orioles hat thing was pretty cool. I mean, it's in pretty decent condition. It's not too beat up. That should clean up pretty nice. I have no idea what we can get for it, but it looks cool. And then I looked up comps on this, and it looks pretty decently. The book's not the greatest shape, but we'll see. You know, I only spent $20. And then I don't know if I'm going to keep this or not, because you push this down and then he rolls. This little ham figure. That's cool. And we got these 1974 Playmobil figures, like Knights. I don't know what we'll get for those. We'll probably ask like 15 or best offer. Who knows? And if we get that, then we're pretty much close to getting half our money back. And then I have no idea about these baseball cards. This says special trading card set based on the Ken Burns film. So I have no idea if this is worth anything or not. I just thought it was interesting, so I threw it in the bag. And then the headless Star Wars guy. The body's actually in really good shape. You know, like there's just a little bit of wear showing on it, but it's from like, I think, I don't know, I don't have my glasses on me now. What would it say? I think it was the 78. I can barely read that right now. But too bad he didn't have his head. I looked around for it. And then a random old marble. I just figured I'd grab it. And I don't think they really counted. They just looked at my bag, said $20. But that's everything we picked up today. And tomorrow we'll do this again. Maybe not on a estate sale, but we'll show you what sold, and who knows, maybe we'll get this sold overnight. The turkey brought his friends today. I don't know what they're doing. They're like, keep running back and forth. They're definitely fun to watch. I guess there's more over there somewhere. Oh, I see them way up there. How many turkeys are there? Wow, there's even more back there. Turkey's gone wild. Saturday morning, and we have 4 orders going out this morning. And it's too bad the turkeys didn't order them, because I can just walk them outside and give them to them. Anyway, we got the Mandalorian and the Grogu thing. If you've been watching the videos, you've seen these. These keep going out the door here lately for whatever reason. The price hasn't changed, so I don't know. Maybe all the low ballers have finally run out of stock, and now I'm the lowest person. But we got that going out. This is the Iron Man figure that's on the card that looks like it's made to look like an old Toy Biz card, but it's an actual newer figure. And then we also have the Marvel shirt, another one of these shirts going out. These were bought on clearance at Walmart for like $1. And once in a while we'll buy Walmart shirts if they're on clearance for $1. Doesn't happen too often. And then finally, this Disney pin sold for $7. We took best offer on it, and $7 plus $5 shipping. That'll go out, and we're slowly listing them. It's not happening fast enough, but it's happening. And that's everything we got going out today. We're going to head off to thrift stores and see what we can find. At the half off store first thing Saturday morning, and not really finding any toys. Still got the rest of the store to look through. Alright, well, it looks like the half off store is not panning out this morning, but that's alright. We spent plenty of money yesterday. We'll go check the case up here, see if there's anything good in there. Well, this is starting off good at Goodwill this morning. And I got a whole bunch of bongos at the barn. Hopefully there's more GameCube. Oh, I'm not seeing more GameCube, but there's a lot of games up here. We're going to have to look through all these. Alright, so we got a couple sealed games in here too. And we're going to grab a whole bunch of games. We'll go over them at the barn. I probably won't give comps for all these because there's just so many. And then the sugar mama's here throwing stuff in my cart. She found Woody with a hat, which I never find him with a hat. $74 and 20 something cents for like 22 games. And then the Woody with a hat. We passed on the Luigi and the RC car thing. Okay, we are back from Goodwill, and we didn't buy nothing at the half-off store, so this is all from Goodwill. I think we got like 22 games or something like that. We decided we are going to give you some couple of comps here just to kind of give you an idea. We spent total $74.27, and normally what we do is we look for games that are going to net us at least a $15 plus sale on eBay, because if we can sell it for like $9.99 plus $5 shipping on eBay, then we're going to get about a $5 profit, close to it, on average whenever we sell on eBay. So that's what we're normally looking for. Sometimes we'll buy games that are only going to be like, you know, $8, $7, but if we can bundle it together with a couple other games, then we'll save on the shipping costs and still be able to make a profit. So we're not going to give you comps for these, but that's what the plan is with these Batman games. Bundle them together. Halo, bundle it with other ones. This one had a little bit of profit in it, not much, but we went ahead and grabbed it because Harry Potter is popular. And then this one we bought by accident because I thought it was brand new. It came in this cellophane bag, or whatever you call this bag, but I didn't really pay attention that it didn't have a seal on the seam right there, right here. Oops. Didn't have the normal seal right here. I just saw that it had plastic on it. I was like, oh, it must be new. And then when I got home, I noticed that sticker said pre-owned. So this game's only worth like $8. So we'll just add it to a bundle whenever we decide to sell or make a bundle for some Xbox Ones. So here we go. We'll give you some comps real quick, and we'll try to do this fast. We got Sealed Madden 09. And it is sealed. See, that's the seal I was talking about. Mad Max on Xbox One. Brand new. We got Fable, complete. Turtles on Xbox One, complete. Midnight Club Los Angeles, complete. DC versus Mortal Kombat, complete. Max Payne 3, complete. Dark Cloud is not complete, but that should still get us some money. This was cool. Donkey Kong 2, and that's complete. Final Fantasy 8, right? Is that what that is? I don't know. 10, no, 13? I don't know. And then this one had no clue. I just looked it up, and this one I think is going to get us the most profit per one single game. And it's complete. P3F. I don't know. I've never heard of it. Looks like anime kind of. Bendy and the Ink Machine on PS4. Witcher 2, and the only reason we got this one is because it's going to get us profit, but I think that's because it's the enhanced edition. It comes with the little booklet and everything. So it's a more fancy edition. Worms, The Revolution. This just looks dumb, but it's complete. Tomb Raider Steelbook. There's comps all over the place, but this one's in pretty nice condition. And then Halo Combat Evolved, and that's complete as well. And the expected profits off of just that stack right there, not including any of that, just the stuff that we showed you comps for, after paying fees and getting our initial investment back and shipping costs, we're expecting around $176.25 on, I don't know how many that is, probably like 19, 18 games, something like that. But there you go. All right, it is Monday morning, and I believe it is 7 orders that we have going out today. And let's go over those real quick. Tomorrow we'll do this again, go to the thrift stores, and then we'll post the video. So first off, we've got the Toy Story flashlight figure. He makes a sound. It's at the beginning of one of the older videos we've done, but there's no batteries in it right now. We try not to ship stuff with batteries in it unless it's like the really small batteries. Just it cuts down on weight, and you never know how long it's going to sit on the shelf. You don't want to accidentally corroding or anything. But anyway, he's going out, sold for $20. And then we have this Beast Lab hammerhead looking shark guy. He works, and he sold for $20 as well. And then we also sold this guy. We just picked him up not too long ago, and he sold for $16. Buyer pays shipping on that. All these are buyers pay shipping. And then we have a Disney pin, $10. Buyer pays shipping on that, and we still got a ton more to list of those. And then another one of these. You've seen plenty of these. We got Harry Potter on GBA. This sold for $20 as well. Buyer pays shipping. And then Grand Theft Auto sold for $30. Buyer pay shipping on this one. And then the last two things we got are some old plates. So we got Captain America. I don't remember how much it sold for. I want to say like $7 buyer pay shipping or something like that. And then the Barney Christmas one, and this only sold for like $4 or $5 plus buyer pay shipping. But anyway, that's everything going out today, and we'll do this again tomorrow and go to the thrift stores and then finish up the video. Okay, it's Tuesday morning, and we have 5 orders going out. The first one we got is CSI on Wii. It sold for $6 buyer pay shipping on that. We've got a Linkable Sloth that sold for $20 buyer pay shipping. Got to order a multi-passes from somebody. It's been a while since we sold some of those. And then one of the Disney pins from that huge bundle of pins we bought from the half off store. This one sold for $10, buyer pay shipping. And then finally, Kingdom Hearts Reloaded on DS that we picked up at that estate sale with all the Pokemon games. This sold for $35, buyer pay shipping on that. And I think we picked it up for $15, I believe is what it was. So making a little bit of money on that too. And that's everything going out today. We're going to head off to the thrift stores. So this person's blaring music. I don't know if you can see it. We're going to have to get a better angle. Alright. This guy's really grooving out in the good little parking lot. Yeah, I'll take these. Right? Can I have them?
Yeah.
Sweet. Dang, too bad the game's on.
Some extra side over.
Okay, cool. Better go get the consoles. Hey look, Fresno Motorsports. We'll grab this to add. Doom. Got to turn the camera off so I can look up some of these. Guitar Hero 3.
Not bad at all.
Galaxy 2. Smash Bros. I'll probably grab all these Just Dance because I like bundling these. Oh. For a minute there I thought that one was new. It's $33.05 for 12 games. We're at the half off store looking through the toys, and I swear they think this place is a concert hall as loud as they play the music. And this is everything we picked up from the thrift stores today. We spent a total of $33.05. These right here, these 3 games were free because there was no game, but they come with manuals, so we'll take those. This stack right here is for bundle sales, and this is to sell individually. And we'll throw some comps up in the corner for some of this stuff. So the thought process behind this is we'll sell Guitar Hero games in a bundle and make a little bit of profit. Same thing with Fresno Motorsports. We'll get, if we get like the first one, second one, third one, and then we'll just bundle the 4th one with it and sell it as a lot. Same thing with the Just Dance. So we pick these up pretty often and then make bundles out of them. So right here, we can throw a comp up for just this one, Just Dance, the first one, and then 2 and 3. They're $2.99 a game, and that leaves a little room for profit for selling them in bundles. And these ones we'll sell individually. We got a Switch game, which we don't really see that often. So we got Mario RPG. We got a couple Wii games here. We got Mario Galaxy 2 and Smash Bros. They're both complete. Doom is more of one of those titles we pick up just to have in our inventory to draw people to our store on eBay. And then hopefully they'll save us and come back and look for other stuff. But there's really not a whole lot of profit in there. There's like $1 profit in there, but it was complete. So that's the reason we got it. Plus it's a popular title. So sometimes we'll pick things up just because our store name is CollectyBullz and we want people to come check us out all the time. And then we got Black on Xbox. This one's going to need a new case because it's ripped right there. And then Minecraft. This is always a good one to pick up too because a lot of people like their Minecraft. Anyway, that's everything we picked up today. The expected profits is about $68.87 on just selling this pile here and a Just Dance bundle. The rest of it is replacement and then saved for bundlings later. So we'll definitely make our money back and make a little bit on top of it as well. We appreciate you guys stopping by, and if you like the videos, you know what to do. We'll see you again next week.
This show is over now, as Bart says don't have a cow. The passer, he swoops by, snagging Simpsons before my eyes. Goodwill and half-off store, viewers watching from shore to shore. Thank you, come again, as we hunt to fill our bins. Post it up on the bay, sharing sales from every day. Enjoyed watching me because I'm unemployed. My sugar mama lets me out as long as I do not pout. Vintage toys and so much more. Beanie Babies out the door.